Okay, this is going to be sort of a short live stream because, well, I have a few things to say. I want to get them said, and it's going to be done. I didn't mean to start so late. Hopefully, we're doing good here. Let me check on audio. All right, we're good on audio. All right, so let's just get straight to the point, okay? And what I have wrong with Boost Mobile and Boost Infinite and just the Dish network in general. Because lately I've had a lot of problems with both companies to an extent, more so Boost Mobile, but we'll get to that in a minute. So let's start off with Boost Infinite. Okay. Now I have a Boost Infinite line. I have one. Okay. I went up to two, but I came back down to one because I'm telling you, Boost Infinite has good deals, and that's all I can say about them is they have good deals. So I bought a Boost Infinite line like right after they came out, and when I got Boost Infinite, I was put on the AT&T network, right? Let me see the comments real quick. Price was great, but the features weren't. Yeah, that is a good point. IG1315. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. And good evening, Gene. Good to see you. But yes, here's what I want to tell you what's wrong with Boost Infinite. If you want 35 gigs for $25, that's an okay price if you get put on the AT&T network. Because it is hard to find cheap AT&T service. So I will give Boost Infinite that, okay? So a $25 plan, if you get put on the AT&T network, which good luck because they're putting everybody on the T-Mobile network nowadays. It's fine, Yeah, I think it's 35 gigs. It's 30 or 35. I can't remember which. But it's a good deal if you're on the AT&T network. If you get put on T-Mobile, it's garbage. Just get a number from Google Voice or something, pay the $3 to unlock it, and take it over to Metro, and you can get truly unlimited for 25. I get 2 of those lines. Anyway, I digress. So, this infinite unlimited plan. Whoops, I went back a page. My bad. This infinite unlimited plan, we get an iPhone 15 on us with eligible trade-in. That is so unbelievably trash. I will pay you $50 a month to not get this plan. Not literally, but I would rather give you $50 a month before you get this plan because it's garbage, okay? Now, here's the thing. These two infinite access plans are okay. Wait, let me highlight Gene's comment. Oh, Max Tech Studios is here. Good to see him. It's weird. I can see Max's comment here on StreamYard, but not on my YouTube. That's weird. Yeah, I got affected by that outage too with my Boost Infinite line, which I'm going to get to that in a minute, Gene. So I'm going to come back to your comment. Max, I said every day that the entire Dish network is alive and they get to go in and do their job. They should be grateful. Yeah, to that comment, Gene, I think I pay like 26 and a few $26 and a few cents after tax on my line. But your comment about the outage, I'm going to come back to that. So let me finish my thoughts with these two plans. First of all, they were good when they first came out, because when infinite access for iPhone, when it first came out, it was great. You got an iPhone 15 Pro on them, and that was a good deal. When infinite access for Galaxy came out, that was a good deal because you got S24 Plus on them, in addition to getting a free storage upgrade. So you got the 512 gigabyte model. Good plans if you got the phone when they first came out. Now they're garbage because you only get the base model. And then if you want a higher model, it costs you so much extra dollars. Like for infinite access for Galaxy, when it came out, S24 Plus, you pre-ordered it. You got the 512 gigabyte option, and it was included. You just pay the 60-month plus tax. Now, if you want that plan, you have to pay. I think it's an additional like $5 or $6 on top of the $60 plan, which is just absolutely garbage. I will give them one thing versus Boost Mobile, and I will reiterate on this in a few minutes. Boost Mobile doesn't know how to do eSIM. Boost Infinite kind of knows how to do eSIM from my experience, okay? We'll get to that momentarily. Now I want to bring up, let's see, Eugene was talking about Yuki. No, I don't know how Charlie makes the company stay alive, Max. He made it go this long, which is surprising. Any other day he keeps the company going is pretty impressive. I mean, that's a fair comment, Max. I'll give you that. But it was better when it first came out because they gave you $1,000 off whatever lineup it was, and you could upgrade for free every year. I'm just saying it was better at first. They should have kept it like that, because now it's a lesser deal because you're getting only 800 to 830 off when you used to get 1,000. That was my point with that. But let me bring this comment back up for a minute. So, okay, hopefully don't cut into my screenshot here. So this is a screenshot of my Boost Infinite. Okay, it's cutting it off. Let me pull it down a little. Okay, so this is a screenshot of my Boost Infinite screen from a few days ago. So you can see I have the early access Infinite Unlimited. Okay, and it says it had my Pixel 7 Pro. Actually, let me do something real quick. Let me go to my YouTube channel so I can prove my point with this. I'll have to go over to my videos because I want to show my point here with this comment I have highlighted. Okay, let me go here. About, I think. Okay, so okay, let me bring up the screen here. Okay, so if we go to my YouTube channel, the day when the day when AT&T had that major outage, and I made a video that my Cricket line and my Boost Infinite line did not have service. You can clearly see in this video, this is my iPhone 15 Pro. And you can see the one SIM, which is my primary number, is visible, okay? My secondary number on this phone was Boost Infinite. But here's the thing. I went into my account and it's telling me that I have service on my Google Pixel 7 Pro, which I did, and I had, a physical SIM card using my Pixel 7 Pro, and then I went to eSIM on my iPhone 15 Pro. So why does it Look, you can see this screenshot was from March 6th, okay? How are they gonna tell me that that line was on my Google Pixel 7 Pro when it was clearly, you can see right here, on my iPhone 15 Pro? Now here's another thing too, okay? If I got a text saying that my bill was ready, it went to my Pixel 7 Pro. Didn't go to my iPhone 15 Pro, which the line was on. So it that just didn't make no sense to me. Okay. And I mean, at least the eSIM activated. And I'm gonna go on to that point here in a minute. Um, but yeah, that just don't make no sense to me. But like now, if I go to my account, it will say early access infinite unlimited and it'll say S24 Ultra because I went back to a physical SIM card and you know it is now my S24 Ultra. So yeah. Anyway, let's go on to Boost Mobile because I have a lot of thoughts right now on Boost Mobile. Let me take that comment off screen. I don't care if you saw my phone number there. Okay, so here's the thing. Sorry to get a drink of water. I have a Boost Mobile account with 2 lines, okay? And the plans that I have, I'm on Boost Infinite's website. The plans that I have, I don't think are listed on the website. Yeah, they're not listed on the website, but basically it's for $10 a month for 2 gigs unlimited talk and text, okay? So let me hide my screen for a minute just because I want to see something here. Okay, well, that's a bummer. I was going to show you. Okay, but if I go into my account right now, okay, it says add a new line for as low as $5 on your first month. Unlimited talk and text, free SIM kit, bring your own device. So they actually charge me $10 for 2 gigs of 5G, 4G data, unlimited talk and text. Hold on. Which originally, the first plan on my account that um, had that plan was a hotspot that I got for free, and I paid the $10 to get 2 gigs on that hotspot. That's basically what that plan was. And then recently, I figured out that I was eligible for an upgrade on a device because I had service for like over a year. So that's how I got my um, Samsung Galaxy. Let me bring me back up. That's how I got my Samsung Galaxy A15 here for whatever they charged. I think it was like $39.99 because I had a Boost mobile line, right? So here's the thing. Added a second line because I wanted to, just see how it would work out, okay? And I have a yellow iPhone 14. Originally, they sent me a SIM kit. That was fine. I was using it on, I think, my iPad for a while. And then I decided I wanted to do eSIM and put it on my iPhone 14. So, what is today? March 9th. Let me pull up my call log real quick. So on Sunday, was the last time I called them. Okay, so on Sunday, February 25th, I called twice. I was on the phone two different times that day. Saying that, like you can see, maybe you can see. Hold on. Okay, never mind. I don't know who. All right, hold on. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, so you can see on where am I? Sunday, February 25th. Might not be able to make out the number, but it's Boost Mobile support. Okay, so I called them and I said I wanted to switch over. Actually, I did it on chat saying that I wanted to switch to the iPhone 14 and they were going to send me an eSIM. I was like, fine. So they sent it. I never got it. And we waited like 10 minutes or 5 minutes or something. And they said it could take up to 30 minutes. They said if you had any issues, it didn't download or something, call back or chat again or whatever. So it never came in. Okay. I was about to sneeze. And then, sorry, I was going to sneeze again. So this was like early in the morning, like right after they opened. So I called up and I told them that I chatted with a rep to get an eSIM installed on my iPhone 14. Never came through. So both times I called, 2 different times that day, they put me over to these technical support people after the regular reps can't help me. And they're talking about, oh, well, have you tried restarting the phone? Have you reset network settings? They all told me the same thing, okay? And let's wait this time. Let's try a different IMEI. Today's what, March 9th? And okay, recently I put my US Mobile line on here, but I still don't have Boost Mobile. And it is what? I don't know, 9th, so it's been what, 2 weeks? And they still can't get eSIM on my phone? Like, I don't really see how it's that hard to put eSIM on an iPhone. Because I would think that, um, since Boost Mobile and Boost Infinite are both owned by Dish, and I have been able to put eSIM on 2 different iPhones, and my iPhone 15 Pro and my iPhone 14 Pro with Boost Infinite, and why can't Boost Mobile put a eSIM on my iPhone 14? You know what I mean? Like, they're owned by the same company, so I would assume they have the same protocols of how to do eSIM or whatever. So why can't they get eSIM on my iPhone 14? Because I've been on call. It shows 2 times on that A15, but I think I called one other time on a different phone. And I've been on chat like 2 or 3 times trying to fix this, and they still can't fix it. So then I chatted with them one day and said that I wanted to get a physical SIM card to replace, the eSIM issues I've had. They totally didn't understand what I was talking about. And they was acting like I had a SIM card to activate, and they're telling me how to activate a SIM card. And I just gave up. I let the chat go because honestly, honestly, I don't care about the Boost Mobile lines. I was just having it, originally as a hotspot line in case I needed it, you know, in case I went somewhere and I needed a little bit of data. But now I just don't care. So, Gene, I have. Okay, let me get to this comment first. So, yes, their customer care is horrible on Boost Mobile and Boost Infinite, but I will say on Boost Infinite, I've had better success with customer care than Boost Mobile. Because when I wanted to take eSIM off my 15 Pro and reorder a SIM card to use on my S24 Ultra, it took the rep a few minutes to understand, but eventually they understood and sent in an order. Okay, so your comment here, where do you live, is Dish 5G in your area. So if I go to, actually, let me just do it. If I go to the Project Genesis website, I would assume that Dish Native is in my area because my address supposedly qualifies on Project Genesis. Also, I apologize if the stream is possibly lagging because the quality looks a little iffy and show me the Wi-Fi icon when I go into StreamYard. So let me put in my address here. Alright, look. So I put in my current address, okay, and it says that that Dish Native supposedly is in my area because, as far as I know, Project Genesis is your one-way ticket to having Dish. So I guess yes to answer that question. That's interesting. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying that's pretty interesting. Now I've talked to Boost Mobile and Boost Infinite plenty of times, going on about how I want the Rainbow Sim so I can be on Dish Native Network, and I get one of three answers, Gene. I get Boost Infinite tells me this all the time. Well, we assign you to, or the system assigns you to whatever network, and we can't change that. And they'll tell me, Boost Mobile will tell me, go to the store or call up the store and ask them if they have it. And then both of them, sometimes you'll get one rep that is just up in the clouds, and they'll be like, well, you're on this network, which is good in your coverage area, and blah blah blah. And I've tried so many times to get them to either send me a Rainbow Sim or put me on eSIM with like my iPhone 14 or 15 and activate a Dish Native eSIM, but they don't know what they're doing over there. I would love to be on native Dish, but as far as I can tell, the only way I'm going to get on is going through Project Genesis here, and getting this phone up front is $425 out of pocket, and for their company to be almost defunct, like, I don't want to spend that kind of money on a phone that's basically going to be a paperweight one day. See, I totally agree with that. I don't understand why they don't let you do BYOD, because when they first started, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had the S22, and I know the S22 doesn't have N70, I think is their AWS Spectrum, or N29, I can't remember. But I know it has, or is it N66? I can't remember. But anyway, I know they have N71 nationwide, which the S22 has. I don't know if the S24 has native dish bands. Because let me be honest with you, I would love to have native dish on a Samsung phone, so I can see all the um, what cellular bands is connected to and whatnot. Um, I personally have never used a Motorola phone. I'm sure they're fine. It's like you said, I don't want basically my service to only be on that phone. So I don't, and there's other Motorola phones that will work that both Boost brands sell, like the Razr, the G Stylus. So I don't understand why they can't offer those phones. I don't understand why they have to offer one specific phone. See, I agree with that, and also like I personally don't know anybody that wants that phone. I'm just being honest. Like 512 gigs of storage. It's got some like Snapdragon 700 series processor or something. It's an okay phone if we're looking at specs to price. But I'm telling you, it's going to be a paperweight one day when they go bankrupt. Because, excuse me, I've looked everywhere, and they say nothing about unlocking the device. So it's basically only going to work with that one carrier until you either cancel the service or they go, into the ground. So I'm probably not, but that's why I wouldn't go for them. I don't blame you. I mean, when I first got Boost Infinite, I brought my iPhone SE 3rd gen, but now my service has ended up on the S24 Ultra. Just so I can get that aggregation of the N70 740 and the 80 channel way better that way. It put me on AT&T network. Yeah, mine's on AT&T too. I think I think all Boost Infinite activations now are on T-Mobile because I added a line and I used my iPhone 14 Pro and they put me on T-Mobile and I was basically just, lying just so they would switch me over to AT&T, saying that T-Mobile didn't work good in my area and blah, 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 which isn't necessarily true because I'm using T-Mobile home internet. I digress. So I was asking them if they could put me on a different one, and they're like, no, that's just how the system works. It assigns you to this network, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, you know what? Just cancel the line. They gave me the refund. It's whatever. See, mine was affected. My outage was, well, basically when I got to work until I got out of work, which was basically, 6 to 2:30? I actually think I checked it last break about 1:30, and it was back on, but, I was at work. I got things to do at work besides be on my phone, so I couldn't really check and use it until 2:30. Smart switching. Yeah, mine isn't either. I don't even think if you switch to the new plans it would. And I don't really want to test it because it seems like a waste of money to me. But anyway, I'm going to end the live stream because I got all my thoughts out and I need to get ready for bed. But thank you guys for watching, commenting, and everything. And good live stream. Sorry I didn't have nothing good to say about either one of the companies. I'm just being honest with you. They're both pretty trash. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next one.